U.S. government knew NATO expansion to Ukraine would force Russia to intervene.
When is that?
This is a new article,
one.
but you can see what it says here. Former U.S. ambassador to Russia. So someone who should know what he's talking about, William J. Burns, who is now the CIA director, admitted in a classified 2008 embassy cable that NATO expansion to Ukraine crosses Moscow's security red lines and could potentially split the country in two, leading to violence, or even some claim civil war, which would force Russia to decide whether to intervene.
Okay.
Right? So we now have seen that, yes, they did intervene. And this is the guy who was the ambassador to Russia, who's now the CIA director. And he was talking about this. And he was talking about it from 2008. So I don't know what other people think, but that sounds almost like a warning, saying, listen, we know if we do this, there's going to be a problem.
They
right?
already know the Ukraine's location is very important. So I don't know, that's the Ukraine's destiny, because they couldn't change it. They're just next to Russia.
Sure. So we're going to see in one of the videos I'm going to show you that there's a guy who is actually talking about this in a video and talking about, like, I think the way he describes it is making some of these countries feel that it's okay to push Russia and that they'll be accepted into NATO. Right. So, and you can see here, it also talks about it. It says, at the annual NATO summit back in 2008, the George W. Bush administration publicly called for adding Russia's neighbors, Ukraine and Georgia, to the military alliance. NATO Secretary General declared that the two countries would eventually become members. And from what I understand, it was after that Russia went into Georgia.
Oh.
So it's not even just that there was a red line. They talked about adding Georgia and Ukraine, and then Russia went into Georgia. And Georgia is on the border of Russia.
Okay.
So they've already got an example of a time when this already happened, when Russia already reacted and went into Georgia.
So it's like a history. They already have some reaction.
And that's 2008. That's not that long ago. So they already saw how they would react once. Surely that shows how they would possibly react this time.